I walked into my own bedroom and felt the air change. That subtle, skin-prickling instinct when you know something is wrong. I didn't know it yet, but my life was about to fracture in a way I couldn't take back. It started almost a month earlier. My husband had been in a terrible car accident. He was 33, strong, independent, until that day. The impact left him with a serious back injury, confined to bed, unable to care for himself. I became his primary caregiver overnight. I took time off work. I managed the cooking, the cleaning, the lifting, the bathing, the endless small adjustments to make him comfortable. And I tried to do it all with love. But from day one, his mother made her presence felt like a storm cloud that wouldn't move. She called, texted, visited every single day. At first, I told myself it came from love, from fear for her son. She begged me to take time off work, and I did. She demanded hourly updates for the first 2 weeks, and I tried to comply until the pace became impossible. And when I missed one, she would explode. Angry calls, passive-aggressive remarks about how some people didn't prioritize family. She would stand in my living room, not lifting a finger to help, and dictate lists of what I should and shouldn't be doing. How often I should change the sheets, how to position his pillows, which meals were better for him. She was a critic, never a partner. And the family, every last one of them, told me she was just worried sick, as if that excused everything. Then came the day that ripped the thin fabric of tolerance I had left. She called me, furious, because I hadn't replaced the sheets quickly enough. I froze. My husband hadn't called her, and she hadn't been over that day. How could she possibly know? That's when my sister-in-law's voice came through the phone, low and urgent. "Mom, put a camera in your bedroom." It felt like the air was sucked from my lungs. I searched the room, heart pounding, until I found it. Small, discreet, but unmistakable. Hidden in the place where my husband slept, where I dressed, where we were supposed to be safe from the world. My hands shook as I dialed her number. The fight was immediate, white hot. I demanded to know what she thought she was doing. She admitted it without shame. She said she was just concerned, that she needed to make sure her son was being cared for properly, as if his daily phone calls to her, as if my sleepless nights by his side weren't proof enough. I told her she was no longer welcome in my home. Ever. That's when she turned on me. She ranted about how I was keeping her from her son, how not seeing him would make her physically ill. She painted herself as the victim, as if her suffering outweighed the violation she had just committed, and the family. They lined up behind her, calling me too sensitive, telling me I couldn't blame a mother for wanting to make sure her son was fine. But this wasn't care. This was intrusion. This was a breach so deep, it hit bone. I ended the calls. I thought that would be the end of it. Then my husband looked at me with anger in his eyes. He told me I was being vindictive, that if his mother wasn't allowed to visit, he would move in with her. My husband, the man I had been bathing, feeding, lifting in and out of bed, was ready to leave me over this. We argued. I stepped outside to cool down. Since then, he has been silent. I keep thinking about what that camera might have seen. The moments I undressed for bed. The nights I sat in sweatpants on the edge of the mattress, rubbing my eyes from exhaustion. The way I adjusted his blankets, tended to his needs. Sometimes with my hair messy, my patience worn thin. Those moments weren't meant for anyone else's eyes. Now I wonder, did he know? He was bedridden. Could she have installed it without him seeing? Without him approving? The thought twists my stomach. Everyone says I should let it go, that I should open the door again. But every time I look at that spot in the wall where the camera was hidden, I feel the betrayal all over again. This is my home, my sanctuary, and she turned it into a stage for her judgment. So, am I the asshole? Because right now, it feels like the only thing I've done wrong is refuse to live under surveillance in my own bedroom. And my husband, he's made it clear that if I keep that boundary, I might lose him. This story isn't just about a camera. It's about trust, privacy, and the lines we draw to protect ourselves. In relationships, whether with a spouse, a parent, or an in-law, respect is the currency that keeps things whole. Once it's stolen, it's almost impossible to get back. If you've ever been told you're too sensitive for defending your boundaries, remember, boundaries are what keep you safe. They're not acts of cruelty, they're acts of self-respect. So I want to hear from you. If you discovered someone had planted a camera in your bedroom and your own partner defended them, what would you do? Would you forgive? Or would you walk away? Your story might be different, but the question is the same. When someone crosses the line in your own home, how far will you go to take it back?